Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Happy Wednesday to all of you. Is it? No, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to all of you. CJ Nasello, it's our daily show right here on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, anywhere, everywhere you get the show. Thanks for tuning in. We got a kind of a light show today. It's my birthday, so I'm leaving here a little bit early today, and for the first time in a month, I broke my kind of formal attire. I said I was going to do it all year, but I figured since it's a half day, I'm not going to be a, full work mode today. I'm just going to take it easy with some sweatpants and a sweatshirt and some great company. Sydney Sings joins us in about 15 minutes. She'll be filling us in on Blog Talk. She had a really great blog this week, and just going to hang out with her in studio for a couple of minutes and see what's happening on this Tuesday with her. And then at 10:30, we're talking to Dan in the Grafton Chamber of Commerce. Always great to have them in the studio. And honestly, I'll be real with you. I texted or emailed Paula yesterday, and I said, a couple of weeks ago, you said if I had any openings, let you know. And, well, I did last minute because for some reason, no one wanted to come on the show this Tuesday. No one wanted to. Every day of the week is full, like completely full. Next week, looking great. But this Tuesday was just incredibly slow. So I emailed Paula, and she made it happen. She got Dan in the studio coming in at 10:30, and we're going to see what Grafton's got coming down the pipeline. But in the meantime, let's get to top of the hour news at 9:06, and thank you all for the birthday messages, too. Really appreciate that. At 9:06, here's what's happening around the River Bend. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update where you can join myself and over 70,000 people that are in the know each and every day of the work week and even Saturdays with that daily email update. We'll take you to Collinsville first. Chris Rhodes has been following this story very closely. 3 individuals are facing serious charges in connection to the shooting death of 32-year-old Portia Rowland, who was killed while warming up her car outside of her home on Olive Street on the morning of January the 21st. Madison County State's Attorney Tom Hain announced charges against Sammy Schaefer Jr., Gary Johnson, and Marty Shaw. Schaefer is accused of hiring Shaw and Johnson for the murder, facing 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of solicitation for murder for hire. Johnson, the alleged gunman, is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and weapon possession. The investigation is currently ongoing, and we'll keep you updated when more details do emerge. You can stay tuned to this story by going to RiverBender.com/news or signing up for our breaking news alerts. Chris Rhodes was on the scene of this incident as well in East Alton. The East Alton Fire Department responded to an ATV accident on Lakeside Avenue where they found an individual with injuries. Firefighters assessed the situation and determined that the injuries required additional medical assistance. The accident involved a male and female on the ATV, which overturned, injuring the male. Following a 911 call, East Alton Fire and Police arrived, and the man was transported to the Olin Winchester parking lot for airlift. He sustained a hematoma to the head and a possible left arm injury and was transported to a St. Louis hospital for further treatment. We'll keep you updated if more details do emerge on that tragic accident. Authorities have also identified Charles Perino Jr., 45, found deceased at a rural residence in Bunker Hill on January the 26th. Known for his reliability at the Soulard Bar Bastille, Perino's absence raised concerns among his colleagues. The Macoupin County coroner reported that the cause of death is pending as autopsy results are awaited. The investigation is being conducted by the Macoupin County Coroner's Office, the Sheriff's Department, and the Illinois State Police Crime Scene Division. Additionally, 57-year-old Jared Stiltz has been arrested on a charge of concealment of a homicidal death. We'll keep you updated when more details do emerge. Also in the news this morning, the Cottage Hills Fire Department responded to a fire in a shed on Deanna Avenue on January the 27th yesterday. Here's what we know on this. Firefighters arrived promptly after the 911 call was made and found the shed engulfed in flames. A box alarm triggered, leading to additional support from neighboring fire departments, including Rosewood Heights, Meadowbrook, and Fosterburg. An ambulance from the Alton Fire Department was also dispatched to the scene, along with fire standby from Alton Memorial. Fortunately, no injuries reported. The cause of the fire still under investigation, and officials are working to determine what led to this incident. And finally, in the news today, a Granite City woman, Stacy Fitzpatrick, 56, facing felony charges for allegedly attacking her husband with an axe. Charged on January 21st with aggravated domestic battery and aggravated battery, Fitzpatrick reportedly struck the victim in the head, causing severe lacerations. Upon police arrival, the victim showed clear signs of injury, including a bleeding head wound. Fitzpatrick later admitted to the attack, attributing her actions to intoxication and feeling, quote, homicidal, end quote. She has a history of prior convictions related to assault and remains in custody as the case proceeds. All parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Let's end on some positive news this morning. St. Mary's Catholic School in Alton hosted its inaugural appreciation dinner honoring 5 educators for their decades-long commitment to Catholic education, and some familiar faces for so many of the area families. The event celebrated Karen Kreitz and Julia Godfrey, each with 35 years of service, alongside Beth Hogg and Kelly Jacobs with 30. Sue Brown, who is retiring after 25 years as well. Principal Mary Rivera emphasized the vital role that these educators play in shaping a strong school culture, highlighting their unwavering faith and dedication. The evening underscored the importance of commitment in education as St. Mary's continues to be a cornerstone of Catholic education in the community. You can see a full write-up on that as well at RiverBender.com/news. Let's take a look at weather. At least it's a little bit warmer today. I can deal with 35, almost 40, and that's what we're at right about now. 35 degrees, it feels like 40 out there. Today, plenty of sun. It will be breezy this afternoon. Tonight, clear. And humidity sitting at 70%. No clouds in the sky. Air quality right now is at 40, which is okay. And then temperatures reach just about 50 degrees today, drop down to just above freezing tonight at 33. Coming up on Wednesday, a high of 53, a low of 30. On Thursday and Friday, we are getting some rain, a high of 44 on Thursday, a low of 40 as we head into Friday. And on Friday, the last day of the month, a high of 50. Rain all day long and a low of 28 degrees. On Saturday, as we start off the month of February, a high of 44, a low of 35 degrees, and no rain in the sky as we start February. That'll be needed too. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 35 degrees at 9:13. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back Rehab Recover. And return home. All righty. Before we take a quick break and talk to Sydney, let me fill you in on the easiest way to unlock a lot of possibilities, really a world of them at Hainer Library. You know, I keep talking about this library card, and I keep going back to how important it is. I mean, think about this. So many times, especially right now, did you see what Netflix just did? So WWE goes over to Netflix. It's a huge deal. Everyone's excited about it. And all of a sudden, Netflix gets a surge in subscriptions because of this deal. And all of a sudden, they jack the rates up. Yeah, that's what they do. You know, with your Hainer Library card, you never have to worry about a rate increase because it's free. And let me talk about those rate increases. We're talking about subscriptions too. Biblio Plus, ad-free, for free streaming, movies and TV with the library card. You can't go wrong. I mean, think about that. There's so much more when it comes to the library card. It's free, it's easy, it opens the door to so much more than books, the resource guide, genealogy and history department, and really all the great events that they got all year long. From the Library of Things to the fun family programs, Hainer Library has it all. You visit HainerLibrary.org or stop by any location to get your library card and start exploring. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. 9:14, a little bit of change. We'll take a look at downtown Alton. More Daily Show on this Tuesday morning next.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I wanna be free to know the things I do alright.
9:17, welcome back. You know, the Commanders are not a bad, or was it the Commodores? Yeah, with Lionel Richie, it's the Commodores, not the Commanders.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Not bad. You know, I can always deal with it. It comes up in my youth, like the music stuff. It's just suggested half the time. Like everyone thinks I have this great taste in music, and it's just stuff that just comes up on my suggested.
That's interesting. So you don't necessarily listen to what you play.
Oh God, no.
Okay, interesting, interesting.
That's why, because if I did, I think I'd be burnt out of the songs
That's
within
true.
a couple of seconds.
Yeah. We're peeling back the curtain today.
Yeah, so not bad, like a lot of Motown. I like Motown.
Yeah, for sure. This is interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me interview you for a second. Let's hear more about you, CJ.
No, I'm fine. That's what gets me into trouble. So you wrote about growing old.
Yeah, well, which
growing
is
up.
applicable.
Not old.
Well, either way. But it's applicable today because you just hit a milestone birthday in some ways.
Well,
You're
26.
That's, the health insurance, that's a milestone birthday, yeah.
Yeah,
so.
That's true. That's not good. I got 30 days. I got
Sorry
30 days
about
to
that.
figure this out with Nancy.
Well, you figure it out and then let me know so I'm ready for next year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yours is coming up
I'm coming
quick.
up, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm taking a half day. That's why I broke the suit thing. I was going really strong with the formal attire.
No, and you look nice, but you still look nice today. Go and enjoy just hanging out.
See, look at you, always flattering somebody on their birthday. Thank you. You know, yesterday I went to do something for me for the first time. I went to shop. I actually shopped, because my parents got me a gift card and all that, so I went over to get clothes. I never try on clothes, but I did. I had the whole experience.
Where'd you go?
I went to the mall. Just went to Ross and went to Penny's and had some fun.
I love walking around there. Yeah, it's fun.
I found a pair of shoes for like $6 at Ross. It was amazing.
Sweet. Yeah, Ross is pretty
but
sweet.
It's like a sport over there. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen Ross on a Monday or Tuesday? I don't know if that's like the shipment dates, like because they get new products every week. There was like about 4. You would have thought it was Christmas.
That's surprising to me on a Monday. Really,
it's terrible. I was sitting there and I thought, well, I'll go try on some clothes. By the time I got out of the dressing room and got on my clothes, the line was like almost by the shoe rack.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were taking your time, I guess.
And then everybody was nickel and diming the damn cashier. Yeah. Like, it's not the cashier's fault the prices are marked that way. Leave the poor kid alone. He's getting paid like $13 an hour. He's there after school. He's just trying to get through it, And this, I remember this this lady was so mad at him because, not mad, but she was like, well, all these towels should be marked the same. And he goes, well, they aren't. So I can't do anything for you.
Funny.
And she had like 50 towels though, so it was like she had to put all of them back. It was a nightmare getting in that one.
That sounds rough.
But I was calm yesterday. That was weird. Normally I get like that weird social. I can't stand online, and I'm not a good social person because I always get caught. Like even if I just stand, I look like I'm up to no good.
Do you think so?
Maybe I don't, but it's internal. I feel like I look that way.
No, I feel similarly. When I go into the bank, I'm like, what if what if people think I'm going to rob this bank right now? Which I don't look like I'm going to rob the bank, but When I go to the dispensary, I get myself, because I go in like always on the phone, and you aren't supposed to have your phone out in the break down, and I always feel like it's because I look, so I put my phone down and I'm like, I kind of stand there and I'm just like, not a good look. This does not look good. I get that. I need something to fidget with, so I look busy. Yeah.
Even outside, like this is why I want a privacy fence. My neighbors are going to think I hate them in a couple of weeks when I'm going to get this. And it's going to be because I have a little porch and I can sit there with the dog, but it's like I look so awkward because I'm going to be sitting there.
Don't.
I do. Well, I feel awkward because it's like, what am I doing out there? Why am I not just in my house? What am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing?
No, I completely get that, actually. Like, I feel so hyper aware of how I look at all times.
Maybe it's because I'm a narcissist. I don't know what is that what we're getting at?
Is it because we're narcissistic? Because we grew up in the social media age?
That's what it is.
And,
I don't think it's narcissistic. I think it's because we get judged a lot.
Yeah,
the older generations don't see. The problem is, what the older generations have that we don't have?
Let's hear it.
Plausible deniability. Okay, there was no cell phones to take the videos of what the hell our parents or their parents or anybody else was doing.
Literally.
Now anybody knows. I mean, it's like I don't go out anymore just for the fear of waking up and going, oh my God, what was I doing? Because you don't want to see a video of yourself on the internet the next day.
I'm very afraid of that.
Me
people
too.
are recording at all times now, and
and then you see
the
poor people getting interviewed when they're just out of their mind, obliterated, and it's like that's not even fair.
It's not fair. Just let people walk.
Let them get to where they need to be. They're obviously there for a reason at that point in time.
No, so I think that makes sense that we're like super vigilant about how we appear at all times because we're like aware that like we could be immortalized via camera at all times.
And then like I was sitting there in Ross and I'm like, do I have my phone out? Because what if I just felt like I was looking suspicious with like this. I was like, well, what? I don't know. I just felt like I was.
It's like it's like you went to Village Dispensary and you're like the paranoia or something. But
I'm a paranoid man, you know?
I get it though. That being said, I completely understand that like hypervigilance of like awareness. So I do understand, but there's no way to like be casual about these things. I don't know.
I'm good at schnooks though. I can rock a grocery store.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why, but that's like my comfort comfort place. I can do that.
That's funny. Schnucks is a vibe. Don't get me wrong. It's like a really good time.
You gotta have. It's like
store.
a sport.
Yeah,
you know?
it is. You gotta get in and out of Schnucks.
But getting back to the sport part of it.
Yeah.
It was so funny though because like the towels, and then there was this lady that was like kicking ass. She had all these deals. She was walking out with like hair. It was like incredible. All these accessories like hair iron for like $2. It was incredible.
That's wonderful. I was in line behind someone recently, and I forget where we were at, but they ended up being owed 30 cents with their coupon game, and I thought that was incredible.
Oh, they should have had their own line. Were you there for a while?
It took a second, but it's okay. It was
I
very
have
impressive.
a big problem with couponers. If you're going to do it, that's fine, but they should have their own line, because that takes a while.
That's fair enough.
It's like the guy that goes to damn Casey's at 7 a.m. when everyone's trying to get to work, and he has the packet of lottery tickets that
that pisses you off. You talk about that all the time.
I get angry. It makes me shake with rage. Makes me just shake. I'm in line and I'm just like this. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to make local news today. You know?
Let's hope not.
But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it all gets back to your blog of just growing up. You know, things grind my gears.
Way to bring it back around. But no, it's interesting. First of all, good for you for going out shopping yesterday. Sounds like it was fun.
It was a good time.
Good job. That's great. So
personal victory.
But no, basically what happened the other day is I checked my phone and I had 2 texts, and one of them was inviting me to be a bridesmaid for my friend's bridal shower, and the other was inviting me to a baby shower that was coming up, which is cool. Like, love that for my friends. That's really great milestones. Very excited for them. But that just like shocked me a little bit, because I was like, oh my gosh, we're old enough to get married and have babies and do these kind of things now. So it just like completely threw me off. Are we?
So that's the thing that's been getting to me lately, because it gets a little depressing, because you feel like you're going to be this like, old, like, and there's nothing wrong with like if you want to be single and all that, but I don't. Like, I want a family eventually, and you're like, wow. There's not very many opportunities left from what it looks, because everyone's dating and everyone's getting married, and you're like, at 25, you're already getting damn good for you. And it kind of, like, for all the fun I have, like, with the show and all that, it's like, that kind of would be nice, That's interesting. But then in hindsight, you see the flip side of that, and you're like, I don't think that it's not a them problem, it's a me problem. I don't think that anyone would like to spend the majority of a day with me.
That's
hear
not
me
true.
out. No, hear me out. Because it'd be like the TV, like the show stuff would probably come through of it, and you're like, oh my God, this has got to stop.
That's very real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like dating Elvis or like Donna, like any of the characters. You're like, Frank, name any entertainer, and you're like, oh God, just get me out of this.
That's very real in some ways.
I'm no way equivalating myself to them, by the way. It's just it's just for the audience to know I do not think that highly of myself. It's just a comparison to my personality. I think that's what would happen.
I get it though. Yeah. That like
my track record also speaks for that too.
No. I get it though. Like the job is very you and I have similar jobs where just like it's a big deal to us that we do a good job.
Live it.
Yeah, and so that's an important part of what we do. And so I think that is a very real thing that kind of comes through in your personal life a lot too. So trying to figure out how to like date around that or like whatever, have babies around that, I don't know. It's definitely its own challenge.
It's just going to trickle through. Like even if you date somebody, like the job's going to trickle through, and then it's just like,
But isn't that true for all jobs in some ways?
Some ways.
Some ways.
I think for us it's a little. Well, for me, I think for me it's a little bit, because it's like, I don't know. It'd be hard to sit there and get like, you're going out and like all of a sudden it turns into like 8 people coming up and talking about a story that they want you to do, and it's like, that'd be annoying. I wouldn't want that,
That's true. That does happen sometimes, but...
and I'm an annoying person. All I would do is talk about the stories I'm working on at lunch or
literally,
the interviews.
That's
like I'm telling you, I live this thing, so I would definitely be a drag, for sure.
No, I feel like you gotta turn your mindset around. That's the first step.
It's realism, so I guess you gotta wait. It's just a waiting game is what I call it.
That's a good point. But no, I think you gotta turn your mindset around a little bit. But that being said, I do get it. Like, don't get me wrong. It's very complicated. So I don't know what the answer is.
But you know what's funny is,
Yeah.
I was talking. There's a lot of people that are going through the same thing right now. They're calling us the grandma generation. Do you know this?
Oh, no, let's hear it.
Yeah, so I was watching one of the Big Four, and apparently the new thing is we're the grandma generation.
What does that mean?
So it means that after COVID, the Gen Z, we're like hybrids.
We're both kind of on the cusp, I guess.
Yeah, so it says that basically ever since COVID, all young people the majority of young people have just stayed at home and have turned off their social life.
Yeah.
That's pretty. I didn't realize how apparently it's a pretty widespread event.
That's interesting because I definitely see that. I feel like after COVID, you either decided that you were never staying home again, or you decided that you're always staying home. And there's no wrong answer, but it just is interesting. People have chosen.
There was a lady. She was doing the story, and she said that now there's like a revolt happening. That they're seeing an uptick in more partying from the generation again.
Well, because we kind of missed out on those years of partying because we were like in COVID years.
Yeah.
It was just busy. So
and then
I turned 21 in COVID.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. You kind of had a downer.
So like it just is like now it's time to like get out and do things, I guess. But I don't know. But that being said, meanwhile, other people are having babies and getting married. So I don't know.
Yeah. So and it's honestly so cool. Like I guess like there's always that. You know how everyone always thinks that like everyone's life's, but you always want something. You know, it's like you see that and you want it, and then you're like, man, I'm not a good person to be in relationships with. You know, so probably not. Like being serious.
Yeah.
Not for right now. But it's one of those things that everyone always has something in life that somebody's always a little envious of. Like not jealous, but just like, man, that'd be nice to have.
Absolutely. Well, and I mean, if you're feeling good about yourself, scroll on social media for like 10 minutes and you'll be humbled. So it honestly is like that's all it takes.
By the way, how about that weave? That was a pretty good. We got there. It took a little bit, but I brought us back.
We circled.
We steered it back into the blog talk.
Absolutely.
Here. Yeah. So what's coming up first? Is it the baby shower? Is it the what?
The baby shower is coming up first, so I look forward to that. I'm excited to see my friend, support her through the last couple of months of her pregnancy.
How's it been going so far?
Good, yeah. Wonderful. Thanks for asking. No, it's very good. So I'm very excited about both of these events, and I want to like highlight that. Like both of these things, I'm so pumped for my friends. It just is weird. Like,
it's weird in a good way.
Bizarre.
It's because like you blink your eyes and you were out in high school having fun, and all of a sudden you're here now.
Yeah, which is incredible in some ways. That like I have these people in my life who are doing these adult things who I'm so proud of and that kind of thing. But it just is so bizarre to be like, oh my gosh, we are that age now, and it's like reminding myself too that not only are we that age, but like this is life, you know, like there's no time to wait. So, you know, waiting for it to start isn't going to help anything because this is like happening right now.
Well, and that's what's wild. It's been a wild ride. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's been funded and it's like we all have the fun stories or we all had something we did, and it's like you just look back and it's so quick. Like now life just hits you so fast. You know, like
true, yeah.
It's February. It's already like, you know, it's like this is going to be a quick year.
Is that everybody? Is that like
so.
our generation or is that everybody?
No. I think that's what I'm talking like is people just getting older and like life's going so fast because you're working all the time, and you know, like the people that are, it's just like, man, that's really growing old because there's no time to really have fun for a lot. You know, you can't party like you used to or anything. Not saying you did, but I did. And life goes a lot slower sometimes whenever you're, you know, just kind of in the moment, you know?
That's an interesting point. Yeah, I do think they say it goes faster as you get older, and I think that's definitely true. So it's interesting just watching it kind of settle into where we're at now.
So with that being said, did I read something about your dogs getting older too? Is that what happened?
My dog?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a dog. Sorry. There's a picture of my cat.
Oh yeah, was your cats getting old? Or your animals getting older or something?
No, that's not part of it. But that is a real part too.
That's what threw me off because I saw the picture of it and I was gonna read it this morning and I got kind of sidetracked and I thought you were writing about your like animals growing up with you because like that's so true too.
That's so true. No, I chose a picture of just me as a kid because I still feel like I'm about that old. But you know, no.
Isn't that a weird thought too? Where you kind of think that you're still that age, but you're not
literally.
sometimes.
And I'm like an adult, but no. And so in the photo is a picture of me and my cat. And so big shout out to my cat. But we grew up together, so it's interesting.
That is wild. Hey, you got a moment to stick around?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, so real quick, let me fill you in on OSF, St. Anthony's Health Center. You know, they'll find care just as unique as you are, from primary care to pain management, brain and spine care, diabetes management, and that new wound care clinic. OSF really has it all, and OSF specializes in services for every stage of life, and that's so important to know. We were just talking to Zach Yoder, the new president of OSF St. Anthony's, and really talking about how with St. Anthony's, what I find amazing is the fact that we don't have to drive 45 minutes an hour to go for our appointments anymore. They're bringing it all right here to the 618, and that's what I think is so very important. Their innovative approach ensures patients receive top quality care with convenience, compassion, explore the full lineup of what OSF has to offer and their specialties at osfhealthcare.org. Experience healthcare that truly puts you first. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good. Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Shut the door, baby. Shut the door, baby.
You know they were in a Scooby-Doo. That was Sugar Ray. Yeah, he was the bad guy in the Scooby-Doo movie.
I did not remember that. That's interesting.
Remember the island they were on? You ever watch that one?
Yeah, but like
that's
a long
my favorite.
time ago.
Like my favorite movie of my childhood was that. That
a good
and
movie.
swear to God, the Indian in the cupboard. Do you remember that one?
No.
Oh my goodness, that was a great one. My grandma had all because she had my aunt a little bit older, so my aunt had all these VHS tapes of like everything you could imagine from Disney.
That's
and
fun.
That's why we had the Black Diamond craze. It was like, oh man, they were worth like 15 cents, you know. But it was Indian. Fantastic.
That's so fun. I gotta check this out then, because no, I'm not familiar.
It was a
so
good
I'll have
movie.
To,
I really liked it.
I'll have to look around.
But
No.
yeah, watch the Scooby-Doo one again. You'll be like, oh my God.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, for me it was Cars, because I had a brother,
that's
so
a
like
great
Cars
movie,
was
yeah.
constly on.
Madagascar was great too.
Madagascar, yeah,
They had
that's
a
good
great
time.
video game. And then you know what else was a good one when I was older though?
Let's hear it.
Zootopia. You ever watch that one?
Zootopia's pretty good.
That's a fantastic. I was like, okay, I was a moron. Okay, here, well, disclaimer. Obviously, Zootopia came out a while ago.
Yeah.
I was in the theater watching that damn thing, tearing up, because I'm like, man, let that bunny be a police officer. Just let that rabbit be a police officer. I was really rooting for it. I was in it. I was in it for the ride. Back to your blog talk.
Yeah, circling back.
Just to get back to the segment. So who had the better invitation?
Oh, that's an interesting point. I don't know.
I'm stirring the pot on a Tuesday. I thought it was Wednesday when I started the show.
I heard that, yeah.
That was not a good look.
So
there was a guy at my old work. He hosts the morning show, and he's great. Like, honestly, really good. But he always says the wrong time. Like, it'll be like at 9 in the morning or 6 in the morning to say it's like 11:45.
Honestly, sometimes it just feels that way. Like, you just get involved, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Because at night we'd run a replay, and I'd hear it. I'm like, that's not even close. That wouldn't even be the right time then, you know?
That's funny. That is funny.
You know, it happens.
Yeah, it's one of those days. This week, it's only Tuesday, but apparently it's Tuesday. But this week has just been like long already, so I don't know. What are you gonna do? But no, the invitations, one of them was a Facebook invite, one of them was a Snapchat message, so I don't know who's gonna win, but it was pretty exciting either way. So
are there formal invites coming out?
I think so, yeah. I think there are formal invites forthcoming, but
I'm not saying you have to.
Yeah.
I was just, for the sake of the question, I was hoping that
yes, but because we're close, like, and obviously, like, if it's actually, I think, a sign of being close to somebody,
it is.
because
you don't need an invitation.
Yeah, it just is like, hey, come to my wedding.
Did they have one have a better way of saying it than the other?
No, they were both pretty. I can't choose between my friends.
Down? What was the message like? Was it a down the middle, like, here's what's happening?
It was like, hey y'all, we're getting married. Do you want to come?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Did it say hey all or hey y'all?
I think it said hey y'all. So
were you a part of a group message?
I was part of a group message, yes.
Oh.
So
okay,
yes,
that's
it
even
was
better.
A group text,
that's even better. See, you're in the inner circle.
Yes, thank you. You get it. So yeah, I was in the inner circle. So the group text went out to all of us, and it was just. And the sweet thing about this is it's already a group message that exists. It isn't like she put together a bunch of random people. It's like our group of friends. So she just put out.
That's so cool. So you can scroll through it and see all that stuff too.
Yeah, it's kind of fun actually.
That would be a good idea for the wedding if there was any messages about the relationship and that you can go back and kind of do a timeline.
Well, it's fun, not to get into this, but it's fun because it's my roommate, my old roommate, and she met this girl when we were living together, and it just is exciting because it's like...
You've been along for the ride.
Along for the ride, yeah. Cool. I remember them meeting, and now they're getting married, and it just is wild and exciting, so it's exciting all around. Wonderful. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, do you have any idea what the baby's going to be named?
I do. I don't want to reveal it.
You can't, that's right. I don't want to get you in trouble. Do we know the gender? Is that a public?
It's a girl. It's a girl.
Is that public?
That is public.
Did they have the gender reveal? Or?
Gender already revealed, so that's exciting.
That's
but
fair.
No, so I don't want to reveal the name because I don't want to be the one
is
who
it Sydney?
It's not Sydney. That would be cool. I should suggest that.
I
would. But no, it's exciting because and it just is cool watching my friends like make these decisions too, because it's like wild. I was like going through the swatches of the colors for the wedding and like hearing about the theme and stuff,
that's
and it
cool.
just is like I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are like making choices, like adult choices, and naming your child. Like that's so wild to me. So
that's really cool.
I don't know.
So I like this. My main goal is to not feel like I'm waiting for my life to begin. Have you felt that way?
Well, haven't we all? Like, you go through and you're like, well, next year I'll really feel like I got this. Or when I turn X age, then I'll be like an adult and that kind of thing. I feel like those feelings are very like natural, but at the same time, like we're living right now.
See, I was different. At 12, I was 45 mentally. I was debating people at middle. I was literally arguing with my teachers about why grades shouldn't have been the way they are, and here's why. I would do like a 25-minute, 30-minute debate right there.
You were hardcore, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I was definitely a 55-year-old and starting off at...
Yeah, 13 going on 30,
yeah. When I went to high, especially then, that was just like...
I get that.
So but with that being said, you're right, because we all sit there like, man, when's the good part?
Right.
Why do I always feel like I'm on the downslide?
Yeah, when's it gonna turn around for me?
When's the good part of the movie? You know, but it's really cool because this is a good part of the movie. It's a good chapter where you can celebrate these things and be there and have fun with it. So I will attend we said so at the same time. I will attend the baby shower because I was getting ready to go. Look at that. And I will be at the wedding, and I look forward to both of those events wholeheartedly. Look at that. And then in the meantime, this is my life, and it's up to me what to live it. Right?
Yeah, you know, because here we go. Like you said, like this is we're living now, so there's no waiting around for when it's gonna get better or for the good part or for whatever, because this is life right now, and it's exciting, and we're in it. So it just is like reminding myself that I don't need to wait until I'm like 30 to feel like I'm an adult and doing things, because it's now is the time.
Well,
so.
you're doing good stuff.
Well, thank you. Likewise. Look at us go.
Yeah,
we're doing
we're hanging
it.
in there.
So we're getting through.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. It'll be good.
It's good now.
It's good now.
See,
Look at you go.
Look
yeah.
what happened. I started off all negative, and I turned it around.
We turned it around together. That was beautiful.
That.
Yeah,
I know. And what are you working on this week?
All kinds of things. There's exciting things coming up. I'm talking to, I want to say his name's Robbie McKinney today, who's with the Blind Boys of Alabama, who's coming to the Wildy Theater in a couple of days. So I'm speaking to him, looking forward to that. And all kinds of exciting things down the pipeline. So I look.
Do you know Al Canal?
I do, actually. I spoke to Al Canal recently. So yeah, what do you know? We had a great conversation. So
I think I still have a bumper sticker.
Do you really?
I do. I think I saved it. Hold on here.
Oh, we gotta dig through.
Here.
Oh, what? Oh my! Look at this.
Use that for the L.
Look at this emergency thermal blanket. I will take that if you want it. Yeah,
take that for the L.
We got a nice little eye situation. Very cool.
Oh, I had a bumper sticker. Dang it! Hold on, one last check. I just want to check one. Oh, here it is. I know Al Canal.
Wow, look at that!
I keep everything.
Where in the world did this come from? Please tell me more.
He gave it to me. He came on the show and gave it to me.
That's funny. He's a nice
What's even
guy.
better is John Carty over at KTR. He had the same one. He got given because I came over or went over there to do one thing on the weekend when I first started here, and I saw the same. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah,
I felt like I made it because I had the same bumper sticker. You know?
You have made it, and I don't have a bumper sticker yet. Al,
Well, here you go.
I can't take it. I gotta earn it. So, Al, come on, help me out. So I look forward to it. So.
With that being said, Cindy, it was great talking to you.
Yeah, likewise.
Let's see, who am I going to talk about? So the other day when I was called a drug dealer on the show, you didn't remember that?
No.
Oh, you'll watch that today when you're
I'll
writing
probably
about
look
the
through,
interview.
yeah.
I've decided that it was because I was doing a live read for Village. Let me get back on mic.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to be a barbecue dealer right now. And, why cook tonight?
There we go. Way to transition, yeah.
So I've been making puns. Now I was a library dealer last segment. Now I'm a barbecue dealer. Why cook tonight when Carver's Barbecue and Godfrey can do it for you? They can do it for you now, too. Lunch is great. Have you had their lunch?
It sounds so good.
It really is. And Super Bowl's coming up, so why don't you just have Carter's cater for you? My parents do it for their Easter or for our Christmas and Thanksgiving. Oh my God, saves hours. It's cheap, and the damn brisket just melts in your mouth. It's really good. What I like too is the fact that I don't even need a script. This is how good Carver's is.
Yeah, you're
I'm
just
like
in
the
it.
president though. You have 4 options. But at Carver's there's only one, and that's just to go ahead and do it. Because honestly, I love it because when the meat comes, the sauce is on the side, so it's not going to drown you. You can pick what you want. There's spicy or regular for all the people that need ranch for their spices, and all that.
Don't call us out like
we
that.
love them too. We love them too. But Carver's will take care of you. And make sure you stop by for lunch. I mean, you can get one of those great loaded nachos and really just some great meals over at Carver's Barbecue. They've got you meals for every appetite, including a dinner for 2 special. And with a whole rack of ribs and all the fixings, visit Carver's at 2716 Groveland or online at carversbbq.com. Order today, and don't forget to tell them you know who sent you over their way.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Played Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Played Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com. On RiverBender.com.
Arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. I just want to fly. I just want to fly.
Welcome back, Daily Show at 9:14. We're starting early. I figured, it's a Monday. This snow melt thing is pretty real. Have you guys heard about this? Channel 5 had something on it, and I never give those guys credit. But believe it or not, this snow melt, when the snow was melted, all my allergies just went crazy the last couple of days.
Huh.
And I can't even breathe today, but I'm not sick. It's not contagious.
Thank God.
Sound fine. It sounds like it could be something that's in my head, too, so I don't know if it's a mental thing or what, but this snow melt is real for me today. We got Melissa, we got Dan, we got Tom back in the studio. February the 8th coming down the pipeline. Man, it's coming down the pipeline quick, too. Eastern Missouri Beekeepers Association, the 2025 Workshop and Honey Show. And you guys are pulling out all the stops for this again.
100%. 100%.
Before we get started into this, take me to this drink, because I am so fascinated by this.
Yeah, so this is a vendor that we're going to have at the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers Association, February 8th, upcoming workshop here that we have. It's annual. This is a local company here to Missouri, ironically. She's in kind of somewhat southern Missouri. It's called Yes Honey. It is a flavored soda, basically. I believe, and don't quote me here, CJ, but I believe she has about 6 different flavors. This one here happens to be berry. But this flavored drink called Yes Honey.
Wow.
Can you zoom in on that?
I'm going to try to find her website.
And it's only sweetened with honey.
That's right. That's the
there's
important
no
part.
artificial sugars or cane sugar in it whatsoever.
That's what I find really fascinating. And I was asking you about the taste of it because I've never had something that's not sweetened with anything that's not sugar, artificial, sweeteners.
That's right.
What's it taste like?
It's pretty pure, I guess, if I was going to describe it in
Tastes
one
clean,
word.
like tastes fresh.
It does. It is really fresh.
Wow.
And she has, like I said, several different flavors. Not all of them did I like, but there's 2 of them in particular I thought were pretty good. The one of them happens to be berry. So, you know, what a way to support a local company, right?
Well, and honestly, I found her website, too. Look at this. We'll just take you right there to it. YesHoneyBrand.com.
Yep,
Look at
that's
that.
right. That's it
Yes,
right
say
there.
yes and shop. What better sales pitch do you need? You can see some of her products, but so it's like the carbonation stuff, right? Like almost like a Truly or something. Would that be kind of the consistency of this?
It's not alcohol at
Right,
all.
no, right.
Definitely not
But
alcohol.
yeah, and she has some that are caffeinated and some that aren't also. So some of those flavors
Wow.
are caffeinated and
That's
some
really
are caffeine
cool.
free.
Well, and see, is she going to be a part of the show?
She will be one of the vendors there, absolutely. So
this is what I think's cool is the vendors you guys find are just fascinating. I mean, and really do some great work. Take me through, if it's okay, some of the vendors that are stopping by.
Yeah, so we really wanted to focus a lot on quality. You know, anytime that the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers Association tries to do something, we try to do it very well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not to just oversaturate something, but we really are looking to pull out quality of this. Whether it be our speakers that we have, which is a great lineup of educators, as well as some of our own local here from St. Louis. And again, equally, you mentioned or you asked about the vendors. So a lot of the vendors that we have really have little niche markets that they work on, and things that we all of us here as beekeepers that we might even use in our own daily beekeeping ventures too, right? You know, somebody has a good product and that just great companies all the way around. So we have I think 18 of them vendors coming. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but in reality here, you know, we tried to keep a lot of overlap amongst the products that they're bringing, keep it to a minimum. That way we could serve our vendors better, and equally as important, serve our community that's going to be coming beekeepers to this event.
Well, and that's a really important thought to it too, is that the word quality, you know, because sometimes, and I'm not, you know, it happens to everybody, not just one specific industry, but you go to some vendor shows or some of those expos and it's like there's hundreds of vendors, and it's trying to narrow down and do your own vetting as a consumer of which ones do I go to. And with you guys kind of doing that for the consumer, maybe for someone who's just getting into beekeeping or someone who's just fascinated by some of the products, it's really brings that safety to the consumer in a different way and gives the vendors a chance to really have time with that potential customer and really tell their story too. I think it's cool.
Absolutely.
Well, and a lot of vendor shows you go to or expos or whatnot, there'll be so many vendors and they're all selling exactly the same thing. So ours is kind of unique in that we, like Tom said, we try not to do that overlap. So that we have, okay, if you want to find protective gear, well, here is Comfort Pro, you know, and he can talk to you all about his stuff. You know, if you want to talk to somebody about plastic bottles, here's BL Plastics. He's got everything you need there. And that way our vendors are also not competing so much with each other.
Right. Yeah. Well, and you know, with I want to talk all about the protective gear and accessories here in a little bit, but I think what really would be great for our viewers to know, or maybe refresh them on, is just some of the work that you guys do throughout the year as a group and some of the different opportunities, because beekeeping's really becoming so prevalent again, especially around here. So many folks are interested in it. They are still learning about it each and every day. There's all these seminars popping up. So if someone was interested to learn more about the association just at large, take us through what you guys do for each other and for the organization at large.
Well, we have monthly meetings where we have great speakers that come, the region at least, and from around the country. So, and they're all top notch. People know them. So we don't try to throw somebody out there nobody's ever heard of, doesn't have any kind of street cred or anything like that. So we do try to, we make sure that the speakers are of good quality and will help educate our beekeepers. Also in our club, we have the opportunity for new beekeepers to have a mentor from some of the any of the members who are willing to be a mentor. So if you're just starting beekeeping, it's not something you can do by yourself.
No.
You know, you need somebody to kind of walk you through things, or at least be available to you to answer some questions for you, you know.
Well, and we were talking last year, and even, you know, like you all that have been doing this for, you know, time after time for years, you know, there's always things that you all are learning too.
Yeah, I ask Tom questions. I've got a mentor, you know, I've been doing it for 9 or 10 years.
I'm not sure why he asked Tom questions.
Wow. Thrown under the bus.
Happy Monday, Tom. Yeah, there you go.
Thrown under the bus and backed over.
No,
Jeez.
but joining a club is
like
great
me
for
at the casino, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, prizes and raffles, I'm seeing a part of this workshop and honey show too. What are we winning?
Oh, there's some really cool stuff that's going to come down the pipeline, CJ.
Great stuff.
You really need to be there. Whether you want to be a beekeeper or not, you really need to come. I mean, just the fascination of learning about this God-given insect that we have here is just mind-boggling. But we have some really cool stuff, and a lot of great vendors who are donating these products. We have a couple of full extractor lines.
Wow.
And I'm talking, this is not something, you may not understand this. This is something that's not a cheap item, that it's a large stainless steel machine that is a big centrifuge that will extract these honey frames that we pull out. So again, we've got a couple companies donating.
What does something like that run, just because I don't know?
That can vary, but I would say on the low end for an electric one that you don't have to hand crank, right? It's probably going to run you $600, $700, $800.
Oh.
So again, some really great vendors that really care about the beekeeping community.
That's what an opportunity, though. I mean, seriously, if you were able to walk out with one of those and that's super cool. You guys are pulling it all out and really for your vendors to donate, their products, their wares, and their time to this. It really shows the team that really makes up this event too. How long does it take to put all this together?
We started probably.
I was like, this is a little
in
tough.
February. We probably started March.
Well, as far as like securing the location and
that's the biggest thing.
And vetting locations, so finding the venue is probably like that's where we have to start, right? And then probably like securing the speakers not too long after that, because all of their schedules get booked up really fast. Some of them you have to book a year in advance,
Wow. Well, and honestly, just going through the website too, which is easternmobeekeepers.com, and we'll take a look at it before we go into this quick commercial break. You can check out the full list of vendors. I mean, you have the full lineup there, plus a little bit more on pre-order opportunities in case you wanted to snag something before the show starts. Getting into the speakers, we have a great lineup like you guys have throughout the months for your meetings and your monthly meetings. But take us through who we're going to be hearing on the 8th and just some of the timeline up for that too.
That's your department.
Here we go, Tom.
Gets all our
I'm not trying to hog the microphone here, CJ.
The floor is yours, Senator.
No, we all have equal parts in this, right? We're a team effort. So we have a couple different sides. So we have a beginner side or a beginner's course, and we have an experience. I'll briefly outline that. The beginner course would probably be somebody who really doesn't have any experience whatsoever, or very minimal experience, and probably doesn't even have bees at this point in time. That's kind of the gearing that it goes toward. That somebody that just the basics, the biology, and all that consumes that little bee box, basically, right? So we have a lot of our very own here from St. Louis that are actually going to be giving those presentations to the new beekeepers. So we have one of our board members, John Pasha, previous board members, and still an honorary board member. These guys have been in the field for so long, you can't. I mean, they're
just
phenomenal.
kick them to the curb.
That's right. They're emeritus.
That's right. They have to stick around. We have so not only John Pasha, we have Ken Heidkamp, again, 20+ year beekeeper. I look to get answers from him a lot, even myself. We have another one local to Missouri, but the opposite side of the state, that's not part of our club, but still equally as important, Natalie Summers. She's actually a very young beekeeper, I believe, and don't quote me, CJ, I believe she's only 16 or 17. Her family is a wonderful family in Excelsior Springs, Missouri. Hitchhive Honey is their little operation they have out there.
Yeah, she's been beekeeping since she was 9 years old. Has her own podcast.
She knows a thing or two.
All that.
She has a YouTube channel, Beekeeping with Natalie. Anybody wants to check that out? There's a lot of cool YouTube channels out there, but Beekeeping with Natalie is her YouTube handle. I hadn't gotten there.
All right,
okay,
just making sure.
She's keeping me lined up, CJ. She's keeping me lined up.
No pressure.
Right.
No pressure.
And then, of course, we have our very own board member, Miss Donna Gravatt. Very, very detail-oriented person. She's going to be talking specifically on equipment and exactly what somebody might like to do.
That's so important, honestly.
It's the basics,
It's just like being in any type of trade. I mean, if you're a plumber with bad equipment, you're going to have a pretty rough day at the office.
That's right. That is exactly
Good tools
right.
make the difference.
100%.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Well, and I love it because, again, when you're listening to somebody speak about it, that vetting process that's so important, because you can Google this stuff all you want, but it's so paid for on SEO now. You never know what products are truly good and right for your operations, and you really need to hear this stuff straight from the source.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why we're not really trying to push anybody into one style or one specific product, but offering these up for them, giving them an education, and letting them make the decisions based upon how they would like to manage their honeybees.
So important.
There's not one quote-unquote right way to to do it. There is a lot of variables when it comes to beekeeping. There are some absolutes, but there's more non-absolutes in beekeeping than there would be the opposite way.
Quote Bob Benny. It's
Yeah, Bob Benny, he's one of our speakers coming, very seasoned guy, been doing it for 44 years. A lot of respect for somebody that's been in the industry for that long, right?
Right.
Bob Benny basically says that beekeeping is 50% art and 50% science, you know? So, I mean, there's a lot of basics there, but there's a lot of things. The art to beekeeping is that experience that you get. You make those mistakes, you get up, you dust yourself off, and you move forward, and then, you know, keep progressing in that positive way.
Well, and honestly, that itself is just, this is why you need to be a part of it, honestly, because even if you've done this for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 15 minutes, these conversations are going to be really good to either refresh your memory or even teach you something new. And that's why I really just think that well-rounded approach of what you guys do at this workshop and show is really important. And with that being said, there is a banquet the night before. Is that open to the public too?
Yep.
It's open to anybody who would like to purchase a ticket.
Okay.
It's being held.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean like anybody can walk in and get a free dinner.
That's what I was wondering here. Okay.
Sign me up for that free dinner.
And how much are tickets?
Tickets to the banquet, I believe, are $48, and you can get tickets at the Eastern Mo Beekeepers website. And Bob Benny will be actually speaking at the banquet on his 40 years in beekeeping.
Oh, wow.
And I think all of our speakers are going to be there as well. And so you can kind of hobnob with them a little bit, you know. And
That's
have some one time.
Yeah.
Well, and also some of our vendors will be, because some vendors are coming in early and they'll be set up and ready to sell. So if you are a beekeeper and want to come to the banquet, some of the vendors will be available also.
Really cool. You all have a moment to stick around?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We got to take a quick break, but before we do that, let me fill you in on my friends. Hey, I know you guys are you guys working today? You guys have work today?
We're working right now.
We're working.
Okay, good. Because I think you got to stop by Carver's Barbecue for lunch. Hey, Craven Barbecue, you got to get it done right. You know, my family would stress all the time when it came to holidays, Christmas, Easter, Super Bowl, because they do all the cooking. And then we just found Carver's. They cater, and it's cheap. I'm telling you what, guys, that brisket will melt in your mouth. And why do you even need to stress about all of the hassle anymore? You can keep everybody in your family happy and keep your wallet satisfied, too, because the prices can't be beat. You know, whether or not it's pulled pork, their juicy brisket, legendary ribs, the award-winning Carver's Barbecue has got you covered at 2116 Groveland Avenue in Godfrey today. Visit Carver's Barbecue for more information. Don't forget to tell them CJ sent you over their way. Listen, I don't know who you're betting on the Super Bowl, but I know your guaranteed bet is Carver's Barbecue to make sure that everyone's at least happy as they can be before the referees start throwing the game. CarversBarbecue.com. Don't forget to tell them you know who sent you over their way.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Get over here, 9:32, a little bit of change. Look at that, back in the studio. I'm like a NASCAR driver. I'm going to start getting these ads everywhere, and I think we should. I'm going to start wearing shirts and have a helmet that has stickers up. Why just put it on the hairspray, like have the spray? With that, welcome back to our daily show. Coming up on February the 8th, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m., the 2025 Beekeeping Workshop and Honey Show provided by the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers Association. So I'm fascinated. I was getting confused. The Honey Show is a separate entity, a part of the workshops too. So you're getting really two great experiences in this day. Take me through this. So what is the honey judging?
So the American Honey Show Training Council basically teaches people about how to prepare their items for entering a honey show. And then also, if you're interested in becoming a honey judge, this is the start to that path. So on Friday, on the 7th, we'll actually be hosting, and there's a separate fee for this, which is, the fee is actually just for the training council. It does not come to the EMBA at all. But we're providing space for them to this training class. It's an all-day class, and again, they'll teach you about how to prepare your items for honey show, how to start becoming a honey judge. And Tom and I actually took the class at Illinois State Beekeepers Association's workshop back in November, and it was very informative. It was a really great class. So they'll be doing that all day on Friday, the 7th, and you can get tickets for that at our website. There's a link to that, and it'll take you to the American Honey Judges Training Council's website.
So cool.
So you can get tickets for that.
I would point out, too, not only if somebody is wanting to become a honey judge, but this is a class that really helps to prepare. So, CJ, like if you have any kind of a product, whether it's a Yes Honey product or whatever it might be, you really want to have great presentation on something, right? It's very important that you put quality into whatever it is you're doing. So if you're a beekeeper and you're keeping bees alive, which is the goal here, right? Okay, education, keeping bees alive, being good stewards of these great insects. The next important thing would be they're going to produce honey, because that's what honeybees do, right? What do you do with that honey? How do you extract it? How do you process it? But you want to work on it and do the best practices possible to preserve this great ingredient that we have that Mother Nature and God gives us, really.
And you don't know, it's not only entries of honey, it's also like wax products,
candles,
and what?
Candles,
anything you make with wax.
I think there's a category for baked goods. Baked goods with honey. So
infused honey with various flavors within it. So it's more than just a bottle of honey that you can enter.
What are you learning? I mean, this is what I find like what are some of the I guess the ways you judge? I mean, is it consistency? Is it flavoring? Is it like, how do you tell the difference? How do they teach you how to judge? Because this is what I mean. This is like learning the wheel for me. How do you do that? Why is red? Do you know what I'm saying?
Great question.
So it really depends on what the category is. So like we're actually having a honey show at the workshop. Also, the American Honey Judge Training Council is going to judge for us. And so it really depends on the category. Like there's categories for extracted honey, there's categories for creamed honey, that, like Dan said, there's categories for wax blocks, beeswax candles, baked goods with honey in them. So, and there's certain criteria that you have to meet. And the beauty about the American Honey Judge Training Council is that like if you go to a state fair, a lot of times there's a first, second, and third place. If only 2 people enter one specific category, one person's going to get first and one person's going to get second. With the American Honey Judge Training Council, you have to meet specific requirements to get a first, second, or third place ribbon. So there may be a category that 5 people enter, but nobody gets a ribbon because they didn't meet that specific criteria. So this training council, this judging company, I guess, is really kind of like really makes you be a step above.
Definitely.
So
it's
really quality.
It definitely is.
Wow. And now, with that being said, that's just a taste of what's to come, and we kind of give you a hint of what you can expect from the speakers now, too. We were just talking about the beginner side, and this is where that intensive side of just how much is going on at this event really kind of just goes to me, because whenever you're listening to all these speakers, I thought, man, that's a gauntlet just in itself, but that's just one half of them.
That's right.
What about the experience for the folks that are a little bit more experienced in beekeeping? Who can they hear that maybe would register a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for asking that, CJ. And I'll tell you, the one thing that is asked of me sometimes, and when Melissa and I will give presentations, is what is one tidbit you would give to anybody, whether they're newbie or experienced? And my first thing is, don't stop educating yourself.
Yeah.
I don't care if you've been doing it for 20 years, and even Bob Benny, a man of 44 years of beekeeping, will tell you the exact same thing. So I'm just saying, if somebody's been in the industry that long and they'll tell you that, there's probably a gold nugget that you should grab onto, right? Whether you're young, whether you're a seasoned beekeeper, whatever it might be, everybody in between. So we actually do have a full lineup for that. We discussed the beginner side, but the experience side is equally, and honestly, pretty excited about it myself. We actually have a guy here from St. Louis, used to be a researcher for Monsanto Bayer, that had worked on 20 years in honeybee research and biology. His name is Jim Masucci. Semi-retired now, but actually still equally as much involved in honeybees and beekeeping. And honestly, I consider him a personal friend of actually myself and the entire club, really. But Jim will be there presenting some great topics on honey itself, the proper processes of which that you need to extract and things of that nature. We also have another guy, an EAS certified master beekeeper. Whoa. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, all of these speakers here on the experience side are all not necessarily EAS, but they're all master certified beekeepers on there. So we have Jim Masucci, we have a guy named Earl Hoffman. He actually got, I think he is actually himself EAS certified.
Yes.
Earl Hoffman will be speaking on some great topics. We also have another one of our very own Missouri residents, Mr. Corey Stevens. Corey Stevens, again, he lives in southern Missouri, works on a queen breeding program, so every colony has a queen bee, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes into it, and I'm not going to divulge all the cool little tips and tricks.
I like when they I don't like it, but I find it fascinating when they revolt on the queen.
You're right. Yeah.
It's not a good thing, I guess, but
if she's failing or not doing her job, that they
isn't that just wild though? I think that's why I love bees so much too, and I've always been fascinated by them because they have so many human-like qualities, and I think we've taken away so much more from the insect than the insect ever will take away from us. I mean, they literally overthrow their queen when it's time. Enough's enough. Instead of taxes being raised, you aren't producing. It's time to go.
That's right. You're right. 100%. Right?
And then they make themselves a whole new one.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And they make sure that from the moment these new bees emerge, they're always working. They're always So no slackers in the hive.
No, I wouldn't last as a bee. I wouldn't last as a bee.
Unless you're a drone.
What?
Unless you're a drone.
Unless you're a drone,
They don't do too much.
I could do that.
You could be a good drone.
Yeah, that's right. With that being said, this is February the 8th is the full workshop and honey show, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Mm-hmm. The day before on Friday, there's the banquet. There's more opportunities when it comes to that training, correct?
Yes.
That you can pay for separately. And you can learn more at easternmobeekeepers.com/events and click on the beekeeping workshop tab. With that being said, Dan, take me through some of the events just happening. I know you meet once a month and there's other things going down the pipeline.
Yeah, once a month we won't have a monthly meeting in February because of this workshop. But starting in March, we'll begin having our speakers coming in once a month. We also have our extravaganza, it's called, where we help, where we provide extractors, like Tom was saying, can be a very expensive item, but can certainly make your extracting honey easier. So we have the opportunity for that. And of course, beekeeping is a very social club as well. And so we like to get together and just have some fun. So we have a picnic in September. We have a Christmas party in December. So it's an opportunity for everybody to get together and have tell their bee stories. At our picnic, we have a lot of mead makers in our club.
Really?
Yeah. So we have a lot of mead tasting at the picnic. So it's just a great time. Great time for everybody to get together.
Great crowd.
Yep.
Well, and every time you guys come on the show, it's fun. Last year was great. This year was even better. We had a great, honestly, I know our audience enjoyed it too. With that being said, for more information, what's the best way to stay up to date on?
Go to easternmobeekeepers.com.
And we'll make sure to link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. All right, before we take a quick break, they're going to go get barbecue here in a second. But for all of you that have had that hot tub in your yard since Bill Clinton was president and it's fallen apart, the neighbors are getting ready to report you, and it's time to call. I'm telling you, I'm good at these. It's time to call your junk removal professionals at Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling. You know, since 1993, Denise Sparks has been the queen of junk, and now she's going to be the queen of junk and trash. She took on the big trash company. She's providing weekly trash service, and these trash cans are purple and yellow, and they're mating like bunny rabbits. They're just popping up all across the 618, and it's because Sparks Junk Removal answers their phone, and they have someone local answering their phone, and they care about their community. It's all about making sure they don't add litter to the roadways, and they do so in an environmentally friendly way with maybe repurposing some furniture that you guys are ready to remove. Instead of going to the landfill, they take it back and they rehab it, repurpose it, and find a new purpose for it in their next home for it too. So great stuff going on at sparksjunkremoval.net, 618-781-1407, sparksjunkremoval.net today, and don't forget to tell them I sent you over their way.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Village Dispensary. Come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. Oh, Sydney's not on no more. 10:19, little bit of change on this Tuesday morning. I do know what day of the week it is now. I'm waking up. Hey, Grafton Chamber of Commerce. Dan joins us in just a couple of minutes. Paula from Enjoy Grafton was able to wrangle Dan in, and I really appreciate that because it was the damnedest thing. My show is booked solid. I mean, this week all the way until Friday. Next week's jam-packed. I could not fill Tuesday. It's like I had a bucket of water and a hose in it, and there was just full of holes. It was just amazing. So really want to thank Paula and Dan for stepping up and filling us in on what Grafton's got working on today. And we'll be doing that in just a couple of seconds. While I have you, wanted to give you a little bit of a news brief on this Tuesday morning. The time is 10:20, and here's what you need to know. Glen Carbon trustees are poised to evaluate a site plan for Dutch Bros Coffee, aiming to establish its first Illinois location. Here's what we know. Scheduled for discussion on January the 20th. January the 28th. I was trying to read and adjust my headphones. The plan presented by, or the plan, there's a typo in this, presented by the Community Development Director, Erica Heil, outlines a 950-square-foot building with a drive-through on out parcel 12B in Orchard Town Central. A lot of development in that area. Dutch Bros seeks to invest in the village without requiring any variances. The Planning and Zoning Commission has already unanimously approved the project, and the village board expected to address this proposal along with other agenda items during the upcoming meeting. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency is urging the public to avoid playing on ponds and lakes this winter. Director Fred Patterson highlighted concerns over children skating and or walking on the ice, particularly on retention ponds, which have had hidden dangers like varying water levels that weaken the ice. As temperatures fluctuate, the ice can thin and pose risks of drowning, hypothermia, and frostbite. Patterson advises anyone who falls through the ice to remain calm, spread their arms, and kick to pull themselves out. He emphasizes the importance of calling 911 in such emergency situations, as hypothermia can have serious long-term effects. This is a follow-up to the coverage Riverbender recently had on the mudslide at Riverview Park. On January the 13th, a mudslide at Riverview Park led to a temporary closure of the area above the bluffs. Thankfully, no injuries reported, and surrounding structures remained undamaged. The mudslide caused by a mix of weather conditions, including snow, frozen ground, the freeze, thaw, and recent warming that melted the snow. Interim Park and Recs Director Lindsay Younger highlighted the department's commitment to public safety and the importance of the park to the community. Significant investments may be needed for long-term solutions, and the department is consulting with experts to prevent future incidents. Updates will be provided to residents when they do emerge. Also, finally in sports today, if I do have this story, I was just talking to Dan Brannon about it. And this is a great story out of Carrollton. Lauren Flowers etched her name in the record book Saturday night, becoming the all-time leading career scorer in Carrollton girls basketball history during a game against Roxana. The milestone came on the opening night of the Carrollton Lady Hawk Invitational, where Flowers surpassed a record set by no other than her mother, Sasha Coomer, in 1997. How incredible is that? What a story. Entering the game, Flowers needed 29 points to tie her mom's record of 1,863 career points. She accomplished that feat and much more, finishing the game with 31 points. The pivotal moment came with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter when Flowers made a free throw to tie the record. However, she missed her second attempt, leaving the opportunity to break the record still in play with 2:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Flowers was fouled again. Oh, yeah, please. Was fouled again and made her first free throw and officially set the record. Do I get a donut? Ah, thank you very much. Let me see that sprinkle. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Man, what a great day. I'm getting cupcakes from my parents. Kathy brought me a Duke's Bakery cookie, and now I get donuts. Life's looking good for CJ today. So after she set the record, the game was paused as her mother stepped onto the court from behind the scorer's table, and the two shared a special moment together, embracing on the court as they marked a historic achievement in their family's basketball legacy and in the school's record books, too. Congratulations for setting that record in such a wonderful way. 10:25, that is your news brief on this Tuesday morning, the 28th day of January. We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show comes your way next.
Get get access to care for anyone, anywhere, at any time. No appointments, no waiting rooms, no traveling. OSF on call.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois, with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. And when it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man.
Dan with the save today. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good.
10:29 is the time, and it's always a great time to talk about the great things happening in Grafton. And we talked about it time and time again. Grafton is not a summer or spring or warm weather town anymore. This winter, you guys have just pulled out all the stops, and it's become an all-year-round destination.
That's right. You know, we put together a new promotion through Enjoy Grafton called Grafton's for Lovers.
I love it.
Valentine's weekend. Valentine's Day is on a Friday this year, folks.
So you can't beat it.
You need to come to Grafton. We have a whole list of activities and programs that the different businesses are doing.
Well, and too, I know that once you start talking about the Airbnbs and the venues that are still available for booking, about maybe give it 2 days, they'll be full. This is a perfect, I mean, Friday for being Valentine's Day is ticket off everyone's box, because what easier way to spend Valentine's Day? Everyone will be happy with a trip to Grafton.
Yeah, and what better place? What better place?
Right.
You know? I mean, right now we know of the following still have availability. Grafton Inn still has open rooms. Mm-hmm. Grafton Getaway Guest Houses. Anchors Inn, Go-Go Maze, Cherry on top. That's right above the Go-Go Maze ice cream shop.
How are they doing?
They're doing good. I mean, they shut down for the winter.
Right.
You
I
know.
was curious to have their sandwich. I heard their food was really good over there.
Unbelievable.
I heard, that's what I heard.
It is
yeah.
really good.
Man, that's cool.
Divine Guest House still has an opening. Heaven's Gate Guest House has an opening. And I think the Ruble Hotel, who has new owners,
I saw that.
Still has some openings. And Abigail's is putting together a package, dinner package there. So, there's options all around. All the information can be found on Enjoy Grafton on Facebook.
Is Spring Hollow full?
They're not on my list, so they may be.
Because they had a really great promotion that same weekend too. I mean, everyone really is pulling out. That's what I think's so fun. I mean, the businesses really rally behind this, and they come up with the most creative stuff to do.
Yep. Spring Hollow has added a hot tub to their guest room.
That's awesome.
So, and for Valentine's, they're offering a package, and for an additional $25, you get a bottle of champagne, a decadent, don't know how to pronounce that, of chocolates, and a 2-pack of Spring Hollow hemp gummies.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's no better way to start a relaxing Friday night,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, and it really means a lot, I'm sure, for these businesses. I mean, this is a whole new economy for them in a way. I mean, the last couple of years to have this all year round, I mean, I'm sure businesses used to plan for, getting financially stable to get through the winter months. And now when you have this, I mean, that's just an add-on, I'm sure, for so many of these business owners.
Right. It used to be so quiet during the winter.
Right.
Up there, and now anymore.
It's amazing.
Between the eagles flying, I mean, there's tons. I saw multiple eagles flying on my drive down here this morning.
I didn't realize how many people will travel for miles to come take photos of it. It's one of it's funny, but it's like I guess when you live in Florida and the beach is right next to you,
it's no big deal.
It's no big deal. And so I was sitting there and just seeing all these license plates lined up on the river road, going, man, this is insane. This is just incredible.
We ask you when you're driving the river road between Alton and Grafton, please be careful.
Yeah.
If you see a car pulled over, switch lanes.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a photographer the other day trying to take a picture with their zoom camera, big old lens on the camera, and they took a step back out into traffic.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, we want to avoid the problem.
Well, and two, I think that's something just like, folks accommodate, just like we were talking about Florida, in Destin, there's a tourist season. And just like in Grafton, in this area, there is, just for that reason alone. So just monitor it, and make sure you're being safe.
Be careful. Yeah, so I mean, this Valentine's promotion, Aries has an unbelievable package going. With your room, you get an in-room romance of champagne, chocolates, decorations, and then you get 2 passes for the Royal Alpine Coaster.
That's cool.
4-course dinner for 2, a wine voucher, live music, and they're offering either early arrival or late checkout. And that's all for $169 per couple.
That's
top
it?
that anywhere. Top that.
No kid, that's what I was just getting ready to say. And not only top it, take me to a place that's safer than Grafton to walk around to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm paying for it, because I don't have to worry. Because big cities are fun to go to. Like I love going to Kansas City and going walking. That fun. But I don't have to worry and look over my shoulder in Grafton. We can just enjoy.
You're not checking your back pocket constantly.
100%.
Yeah.
I love it, man. That's in Aries to do that. That's got it. I mean, you can't beat that deal anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't beat it anywhere.
If you're a local and you don't want to spend the night, they're offering the 4-course dinner for $129 per couple.
But still, that's a 4-course meal.
$65 for dinner.
You can't beat that. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really cool though. And what I get back to is just, I always brag about you guys for the team that you have, because every town is a team, no matter what way you look at it. And you guys really do have just such a great team where no matter what your role is, you're committed to it. You know, and that's what it's so fun to see it just happening, take place, because when people have fun in the entertainment and hospitality and tourism business, they're more successful. I mean, that's really the bottom line of it.
And all the businesses want to see the other businesses be successful.
That's the big line right there.
Yeah.
And they mean it.
everybody together.
And they mean it. It's not one of those where we've been a part of those groups where it's like, oh yeah, best of luck to you. I mean, no, you guys rally around each other and you're sending each other off to each other, different businesses, saying, try this out, go here, we'll see you in a couple of minutes when you come back, which is really cool.
Yep.
Really cool stuff. If you're just tuning in, we were talking about Grafton for Lovers, the Valentine's Day weekend extravaganza. That's what I'm going to throw out there today, using big words. That was multi-syllable, But, it's a really great opportunity because it falls on a Friday. You spend the weekend in Grafton, take Friday, take Saturday, leave Sunday afternoon after a brunch, and just call it a day. That Aries Resort package is just huge. I mean, think about it. In-room romance, champagne, chocolates, festive decorations placed in your room waiting for you. You don't even have to decorate. Whoever's the romanticizer in the life doesn't have to go all out there doing it for you. 2 Alpine coasters, 4-course romantic dinner for 2, a wine voucher, early arrival or late checkout option. It's your choice, all for $169 per couple. That is, you can't beat that. What a deal.
Yep.
And Aries came through for the Winter Lights Parade again. Want to thank them for letting us hang out there and shoot off the show there. What else? Who else is doing some deals?
Abigail's Tap Room is having a dinner, $50 per couple. They're doing homemade lasagna, garlic parmesan green beans, roasted red potatoes with chive butter sauce, and a garden salad and Italian bread.
That's awesome.
Yeah. $50.
Well, and see what I think's cool is it seems like the specials. It's a different menu than what everyone else is doing.
Right.
So it's a little bit different for folks because that's a great meal.
Oh, yeah.
God dang, that's awesome.
Homemade lasagna.
You can't
it's
beat
not out of a package. It's not frozen. Mark makes it himself.
How is it? I haven't eaten at Abigail's yet. What is it? Good food?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Man, really good. I wanted him on. We were trying to get him on the show, but it was right whenever it was getting started. There was a bunch going on, so we're hopefully going to reschedule that. But man, I've heard good things. Really good things.
Yeah, and new owners of the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be marching in spring and doing a lot of work on it and getting it ready for the season. Yeah. Oh, Grafton Winery, the Vineyards.
Yeah.
Up on Otterville Road.
Is that next to Eckert's?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. They are offering a wine pairing dinner for 2. You get trying to read. Doesn't say what the tickets are.
Take your time because I'll look it up because people are on. They're waiting for this. This is too easy of an opportunity for folks. Here it is. Valentine. Oh, do you have it?
Yeah, I was reading about their homemade in-house sweetheart boxes that they're doing.
Oh, wow.
$16. Each box includes a turtle, a Grand Mariner chocolate truffle, fresh chocolate-covered strawberries, sea salt-covered pretzel, and a chocolate-covered pretzel for $16.
Wow. Well, and on top of that, I have the wine pairing now. This is Grafton Winery, the Vineyards. February the 14th, 7 p.m. That Friday night at 7, $75 per person. But think about this. You're getting a wine pairing where you're getting expertly paired wines and you're getting a great menu all for that experience. I mean, it's a great experience. That's one you don't want to miss for $75. That's cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very affordable. I don't want to use the word cheap because it's great stuff.
Right.
It's affordable.
Right. Yep.
Man, that's cool. That's cool. You got a moment to stick around? We'll come back and talk more specials and all. This is great. You guys are pulling out all this. I'm excited about this. It's a Valentine's experience in Grafton, February the 14th. It's a Friday book Saturday, leave Sunday afternoon, and call it a good old day. We'll come back. We'll chat a little bit more about this event and more coming down the pipeline with our friends in Grafton after this.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
With over
over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab select 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, 1042. You will be getting down on the 14th, having some fun in Grafton. I got a question. Whenever you guys, so how did this come together? You see these promotions going on, and you guys say, why don't we just make this a day, or did you set the day and these businesses rallied? How did the layout of Grafton's for Lovers work? Did it just kind of develop and came to be this thing?
It came from Paula.
That's wonderful.
Honest to God.
That's wonderful. Good job, Paula.
We were still in December. And she's like, we were talking. She goes, you realize Valentine's is on a Friday this year or next year? I went, no. She goes, we need to put this promotion together. And it's nothing, it's not like a chamber project where it's an event. It was just gathering and getting everyone to work together and put together something. And then we would help promote it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, and see, that's where we keep. Everyone gets so tired of me saying it, but I do brag about it because it's a team, man. It's just, let's do this for the greater good. Right. And that's what I think so fun. And, man, going to that country music festival, just going back to it, that was awesome because it had this new, it was a block party without being a block party. Because, you know what I'm saying, where it had that same vibe where everyone's together and there's different things going on. And what I still think was the coolest part was looking up during the show and seeing my parents having the time of their life with their friends up there. It's like, this is what it's all about, you know? That's why we're here.
Easily happens, you know. I mean, we have the Valentine's coming up. And then starting the 1st of May, we have the Mississippi Masters.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Now, last year, wasn't it raining? Was it raining last year?
It was kind of drizzling in the morning, but it
cleared
broke up. And then we had some rain in the mid-afternoon, but hey.
It was still a good tournament.
Yeah, we had a great turnout.
Who won last year, do you know?
I do not.
I remember our conversation vaguely about the Mississippi Masters. Were you grilling hot? Were you on the grill that day or golf? Okay, that's right, because I thought you were going to be golfing that day.
No. I can't even do putt-putt,
Well,
dude.
you know, what's amazing is I have defense lawyers and personal injury lawyers call me, and they go, can you hit Rolling Hills today? I'm running slow on cases. So I'll go out there and hit somebody. And
that's like the tire shop throwing nails on the road.
Oh,
geez.
shoot. But I want to be a part of it this year. I think I'm going to play, get a team together and have, because I have time to get one together.
Yeah.
And it's just, what I think is cool is it's not just Grafton. The regions embrace what Grafton is too. And I think that's a bigger testament too, because you can do all this work, but if the region doesn't accept it, it's going to fall to deaf ears.
Right.
And it seems like no matter if you're in Alton, Edwardsville, Collinsville, Godfrey, you name it, St. Louis, St. Charles, they're coming over. You know, Jerseyville, the region is like, it has established that this is
this is a place to go.
Yeah.
This is a place to go.
It's amazing.
You know, Branson's fun, but it's so commercialized, it's like a mini Vegas.
Well, and you want to see 18,000 billboards on your drive.
Exactly.
You know? I just want to get to the place and not have to look at ads.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, we're still small town.
Right.
You know, and you can walk down the street. You know, Grafton itself is only a mile long. So if you want to walk end to end, there you go. You know?
And see, and that's what's coming up too, because you have Mississippi Masters, but Simp, Sample, and Stroll, that's becoming a really popular event. Last year, there looked like a couple hundred people, at least, not 1,000 that were out there. And it's events like that where it's meant for all ages. There's something for everybody throughout the year, where you can make it your own event, where, you know, maybe mom always wants to plan on going to the country music festival, but dad's ready to go to the, the Mississippi Masters tournament and marks that day, or you know what I'm saying, where everyone has that calendar mark for that specific event for them.
Right.
It's
you
cool.
know, and we're a family destination.
Right.
You know, it used to be just the bars and restaurants.
Not
and
anymore.
Mid-20s and 30s, people partying.
Yeah.
Well, now it's a family. You know, with Raging Rivers right down the road from us.
How did the snowball fight go?
They had quite a few people out there.
I saw some pictures. It looked cool.
I'm sitting there scratching my head going, I wonder what their insurance thinks about this.
That's where you ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we didn't know.
Well, they signed a waiver, you know?
Yeah. They're going to be doing 3 fireworks shows at Raging Rivers this year.
Are they really?
Yes.
Man, that's cool.
They did it. Last year they celebrated their 35th anniversary, and I provided a fireworks show for them. They had a great turnout, a great experience with it. They said, let's do 3 next year. So they picked 3 dates. One's opening weekend, I believe, and one midsummer, and then the end of summer.
Man, that's awesome. How did your New Year's Eve fireworks go?
Good.
I didn't. I'm not going to lie to you. I was not feeling. I didn't make it out at all New Year's Eve.
Really?
I was in my. I had one of those that bug was going around. I was sick and I couldn't move. Which was probably needed and a smart thing.
You might have got it at the lighted parade.
Yeah. It was a little warm that day.
Yeah, it was.
But it's things like that you guys just use. What I think is cool too is you all have your own specific talents, just like any team does, and you guys allow each other to use that specific talent to better the group. You know, it's like fireworks are your thing, so don't step on Dan's toes. Let's do fireworks and let's. That's what I mean. It's just everyone knows their role in a really respectful way too.
Right. You know, they did the balloon drop New Year's Eve at the loading dock.
How big was that this year?
Oh my gosh! I mean, I didn't get there because I was setting up fireworks.
I saw the picture. It was amazing.
It was phenomenal. You know, all of our December activities were over the top.
Yeah.
You know, SantaCon was bigger than it's ever been.
The picture was ridiculous.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I've been seeing stuff like that where if I can look at an event and laugh, not because it's it's hilarious. I'm laughing because it's a fun event that's awesome and people are enjoying it. That's where I laugh at it because it brings joy out, you know, and that's what's cool about these things.
And most of our events started off as a little impromptu. Hey, let's throw some lights on our
That's
car.
what I was getting at. Yeah, the parade. Yeah.
And now, you know, come on, Macy's.
Yeah, right. Or just like your solstice day, you know, where you go out and have a solstice party. That's really cool, man. Those are one of the things that I enjoy, where it's just those fun things that you remember as a town, you know, where it might not be in the paper every day, but it's one of those that you guys talk about and we talk about just to keep the stories alive and keep the community there, you know?
And, you know, and the people that run into us, they had no idea the solstice party was going on. They're like, what is this? You know, y'all look crazy. And we tell them, they go, what a great idea. You know, they're like, there's something always going on in Grafton. And there is.
There really is.
We have new people. The Fin-In's getting ready to open this spring, which is now going to be called Fountain Hill Restaurant.
Really?
The old Fin-In, yeah.
Who's on it? Do we know who's in there yet?
I have not met the owners, but Sonny, who owns Santino's.
Yeah.
he bought the family
you guys
bought
are,
it. Yeah,
you're blessed over this. Sonny can cook, man. That whole family's a wonderful group of people.
Yeah, I hear they're maintaining the aquarium tanks to keep the nostalgia of the fitting
That
going.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of work. Good for them to keep that going, too.
Right. And they built a huge deck out on the front. So, I mean, like I said, I haven't met him yet, but looking forward to it and working with him.
Best of luck, Sonny, seriously, on that. That's going to be exciting for everybody. Yeah. And getting back to Valentine's Day weekend, let's go through some of the places that still have openings so folks can make, because we only have a couple of weeks. That's what's wild about this.
Yeah,
this month
right
is flown by.
Yep. Grafton Inn still has rooms. Grafton Getaway Guest Houses has some rooms open. Anchor's Inn, Go-Go May's Cherry on Top, Divine Guest House, Heaven's Gate Guest House, and all these can be found. You can go to Enjoy Grafton on Facebook, and there's a tab that you select, and it brings all this up. Or you can go to the Grafton Chamber website, which is Grafton Chamber. Now you're going to make
I got this.
You got
I am going to pull this up because it's GraftonILChamber.com.
Yes.
How about that? That was quick.
Yes.
I'm ready for this. Really quick, there is a news alert that's out that is a little troubling, and I wanted to inform our audience. Madison County Sheriff's Office has just put this out in a news alert a couple of minutes ago. Scammers may be using the inmate search feature on the Madison County Sheriff's Office app to contact family members, falsely claiming they can help released loved ones for a fee. Do not send money, or isn't that terrible? Do not. I mean, sir, get a job. You know, do not send any money or share personal information with these people claiming to do this. Verify claims with official sources. I would call the sheriff's office. Stay alert. Protect yourself. If you know of anybody, let them know. But this is an alert from the Madison County Sheriff's Office. Scammers may be using the inmate search feature to contact the family members of those inmates, falsely claiming they can help release loved ones for a fee. Do not send money or share personal information. Stay up to date on the Sheriff's Office app for more detail. Isn't that just terrible?
What do they think up next?
You know, that's the thing. It's like, there's a guy on YouTube that goes in and hacks the call centers. Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, it's great. He'll call a scammer and act like an old woman on the phone and has a voice filter on, and he'll reverse hack the scammer's computers, and he'll hack into their security cameras in the call center and show them on their computer and tell them, I know who you are and what you're doing. Man, those scammers freak out pretty quick once you figure out what they're doing. It's amazing. But, you never have to worry about any of that nastiness in Grafton. Because it's always a good time, and it's for the family. And Dan, that's what you hit on the best is too. It's for the family, because it's hard for families right now to find a place to really take everybody to, because sometimes it's just meant for adults, sometimes it's just more children centered, and people want something for everybody. And no matter if you're taking grandma or 3 little ones, you're going to have fun over in Grafton, or if you're taking your lover on Valentine's Day.
Exactly. Come on to Grafton. I talked to Mary Jo from the pub the other day.
She's great.
Oh my gosh, she's working. They had very good success with their kids' night that they did last year midweek. Events. Everything was kids.
Really?
Yes. It was like on I want to say Wednesday nights, and they did it for like a month or so, just as a test run. It was successful. They're doing it again this summer.
That's wonderful.
So there you go.
So stay tuned to their Facebook page, I'm sure, and enjoy Grafton and the Grafton Chamber.
Yep.
Dan, thanks for saving my butt today.
No problem.
Paula, thanks for setting this up too. Is there anything else we're missing right now?
There's a ton of stuff, but go to our Facebook page, go to our website. The information's there.
And we'll be talking to Dan, I'm sure, before all the fun of the summer. Yeah, a time or two. Dan, thanks for stopping by today.
You bet.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show as we wrap up this Tuesday morning right after this in the heart of the 618.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
We have developments, welcome back Daily Show, 1056, developments in this very, very tragic incident that took place in Macoupin County. We're going to have a write-up for you soon. Chris Rhodes very closely following this. A Macoupin County man is now facing multiple charges after police are saying he killed a popular Soulard bartender and tried to cover it up. This is a report from Channel 5. We want to give them credit. They were really following this story, but we are following this as well. Chris Rhodes will have a story for you soon. At Bastile's Bar in Soulard on Monday, patrons were raising a pint to one of their favorite people. And since then, we do have more developments in this story. Gerald Stilts, the ex-boyfriend of Perino, has been charged and faces multiple charges, including murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and concealing a homicide. I'm sorry for the jumbledness of this. It's developing just a few moments ago. Gerald Stilts, the accused, is now facing multiple charges, including murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and concealing a homicide. That's breaking just minutes ago. And that's in regards to that tragic murder of the popular bartender in Soulard, and just a tragic situation all the way around. Chuck Perino Jr., the man killed, and Gerald Stilts, an ex-boyfriend, has been charged with murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and concealing a homicide. That's Gerald Stilts. West called, or that's what they're calling Perino's ex-boyfriend. And we'll keep you updated. Chris Rhodes will have this story, but this a news brief just a couple of minutes ago. That story just updated, and wanted to make sure we brought that to you as well. So with that being said, we are out of time today. We do have one final news brief for you, and that's out of Woods River. We'll see if I can get this within a minute. Oh, my grandpa just sent me happy birthday. Thanks, Grandpa. One final bit of news for you on this Tuesday morning. A residential structure fire in Wood River resulted in moderate smoke inhalation for the sole occupant, who escaped the blaze unharmed. Firefighters from multiple agencies responded to the incident in the 100th block of Conley, which was reported at 1:17 a.m. A full write-up on RiverBender.com. I'm out of time today, but I'll see you tomorrow for more of our daily show. So have a great day. On that note, just enjoy it. It's going to be 50 degrees outside. If you see me out, I'm going to be having some Yingling at Johnson's Corner. Until tomorrow, try your best to stay out of jail.